Do that shit. It's all about mojo and alignment, man. M-O-J-O. Don't be a J-O. It was the, and then it becomes the, and you know how to put in those blanks. Anyway, man. Yeah, so, welcome back everybody to the Ludcast. I'm Matt Ludke. I'm here as always with Professor McSpliffleton. And, we want to talk about some...
McSpliffington.
Oh, sorry. McSpliffington the third and 3/4.
Yes.
Yes, of course. How could I forget? I should be lashed and punished for my insolence, my crimes.
Yep, hamburger back.
Ooh. Right above my hamburger hill. But, yeah, so... like I was saying here a second ago, we were talking. Read this article about Carouselamba, which we talked about a while back. How that synth heavy thing was just kind of.
Yeah, it's like 4 songs in one.
Yeah, and like the synth part just is not my cup of tea. But then it goes in that slow kind of dark part that redeems the whole fucking thing. But that song, I guess, was written about. Like the tail end of their career, because you're talking I believe that's Presence, and they'd already been through a whole bunch of shit. Obviously, their kind of meteoric rise, all the way through Robert Plant got in a car accident that almost took him out, and then his son Carrick died. As a little boy. And, Paige had been through a bunch of shit. And
Which the song All of My Love
this
is about.
Which is also on that album. Yeah, and it was quite a different album because they were saying that by that point they had formed a couple different camps where Robert Plant and John Paul Jones were kind of living the more... like a cleaner life and a family-oriented thing, and Page and Bonham had kind of drifted more into their addictions, basically their respective addictions and shit, and like All My Love and I think Southbound Soiree, that those songs weren't, they didn't have like the same. All 4 of them on all the writing credits of all the tunes anymore. It was like, they were starting to kind of like become a little more disjointed. And the schedules were changing, and it was a little bit harder to get it done. But I guess Presence was done in like 3 weeks, which was on par with like some of their fastest turnarounds. Like their first couple albums were done like that really, really quick.
Yeah, that is fast.
Fuck yeah, man. And especially when you listen to them, you're like, and that's mixing and fucking everything, man. Like a total of like about 3 weeks. That's getting it from fucking recorded to ready to rock, mastered, ready to fucking print, which is pretty fucking phenomenal. Even though it was late in the game and like John Paul Jones had stepped up to be more active, be more heavy in the production and stuff. And songwriting and arranging and all that shit, because he was a master like Page was. They were both studio aces when they were young, very highly sought out studio guys. And so you know, John Paul Jones always seems like the unsung hero of the band because, well, he helped keep it together in those later stages when fucking Page was just all over the place and could barely be bothered to, you know, get his tracks laid, for Christ's sake. He was, you know, usually so fucking high and shit. But Cara Salambra is all about that late part of their career. And I was reading this thing, and it was Plant saying, he's like, man, he's like, there's so much involved in that song, you know, and what it's about, and the lyrics and shit. And he's like, but the vocal mix, the vocals in the mix are actually kind of low. They're not distinct. You know, you can't. I mean, who out there knows the fucking words to the song? It's just something that you hear, and it's like, you're like, wow, it's this extended fucking jam and shit. And you're like, Jesus Christ. But yeah, it's hard to understand most of the lyrics. Like 98% of them are almost unintelligible because they're just low in the mix. But I was thinking about it, and I'm like, well, what the hell are the words to this song? I sure as hell couldn't tell you what they were. You know, a couple lines, yeah, but that's it. So I called him up, and check this shit out, dude. It is, it's something, man. Here we go. Okay. Cara Salambra. And it starts off as you know, as you know, and I'll remind the listeners, but it's like that. It's all synthesizers going, most of it. And you know, and Bonham's kind of like on autopilot. I mean, he's just keeping the groove and shit. He's not going crazy. But it says, "Sisters of the wayside bide their time in quiet peace, await their place within the ring of calm." So it's like, "Sisters of the wayside bide their time in quiet peace, await their place within the ring of calm. Still stand to turn in seconds of release, await the call they know may never come. In times of lightness, no intruder dared upon to jeopardize the course, upset the run. And all was joy, and hands were raised toward the sun, as love in the halls of plenty overrun." And then it's like, you know, it does that shit. But then it goes back into it, and it's like, "Still in their bliss, unchallenged mighty feast, unending dances shadowed on the day. Within their walls, their daunting formless keep, preserved their joy and kept their doubts at bay. Faceless legions stood in readiness to weep. Just turn a coin, bring order to the fray. And everything is soon, no sooner thought than deed. But no one seemed to question in any way." So that's already fucking heavy right there. And then it keeps going. "How keen the storied hunter's eye prevails upon the land, to seek the unsuspecting and the weak. And powerless the fabled sat, too smug to lift a hand toward the foe that threatened from the deep. Who cares to dry the cheeks of those who saddened stand, adrift upon a sea of futile speech, and to fall to fate and make the status plan, but no one there had heaven within their reach." And then it's, you know, and then it goes, and then that's where it slows down into the crazy.
Does it say love is the armor you have to wear? I've never.
Yeah,
what
well,
does it say?
Here we go. It goes, "Where was your word? Where did you go?" So it's like, "Where was your word? Where did you go? Where was your helping? Where was your bow? Or bow? Where was your bow? Bow. Dull is the armor, cold is the day. Hard was the journey, dark was the way. Way. I heard the word. I couldn't stay. Oh, I couldn't stand it another day. Another day. Touched by the timely coming, roused from the keeper's sleep, released the grip, throw down the key. Held now within the knowing, rest now within the peace. Take of the fruit, but guard the seed. They had to stay, held now within the knowing, rest now within the peace. Take off the fruit, but guard the seed." that's the lyrics to that fucking tune, dude. It's pretty heavy shit. It kind of reminds me of somebody that we know who's no longer with us in a way, man. It's like, damn. It gets all deep and throws down.
Esoteric shit.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It gets all like, it's like within itself and shit in this thing. It's crazy. How keen the storied hunter's eye prevails upon the land to seek the unsuspecting and the weak. That's a fucking heavy line, dude. I would put that up against anything that they brought to fucking Stairway to Heaven. That shit's fucking intense. Fuck.
Yeah, I noticed he sings about. We were talking about The Hobbit earlier.
Oh yeah,
or Lord of the.
Sure.
He throws in some lyrics about that in a couple of the songs. He likes that old, like English type of magical stuff. You know?
the fables and the lore. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, because even he mentions Mordor and shit and all that stuff. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's probably around the time where they were making Song Remains the Same and shit. And in his part, he's like riding on a white horse with a sword like a knight and shit and all this stuff. It's like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, some LSD.
Fucking A. Jimmy Page is mutating into Father Time and shit, all weird and shit, man, yeah. Like, that's some heavy drug shit, buddy. And in my part, I shall become Father Time. You're like, what? Why? Why don't you hop off that needle for a second and make sense, motherfucker? But they were kind of mystical. They like to be mystic. I can dig that. Obviously Page was very famously into, Aleister Crowley and shit. But then there's, well, so the story goes, he bought one of his places.
Yeah, like one of his castles or some shit.
Yeah, could you imagine creeping around in some shit that used to be Aleister Crowley's fucking house? Boy, you shine a fucking black light in that joint, man. You're gonna be fucking, your skin's gonna crawl.
Yeah, what they believe in, like having sex with. Well, that ties into the whole Epstein fucking deal.
Oh shit.
And like Ghislaine, that we've talked about before.
Yeah.
Like her father. I read this whole thing. It was pretty interesting. I kind of forgot some of it, but he was in this thing called the Suicide Club.
Yeah.
And they were like some of the first astronauts, rocket men, type of stuff. Just stuff that you could quite possibly die, but pushing the limits. What is possible. And they believed in, like the having sex with younger women gave them, immortal powers of sorts. And I think that was Crowley's whole thing too.
It also just becomes a convenient excuse to just fuck young women, I guess.
Yeah, keeps them young at heart, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, yes, the good life. Because Paige was into that too, right?
Oh yeah. He liked the young girls very famously. It says Aleister Crowley was an English occultist, ceremonial magician, poet, painter, novelist, and mountaineer. He founded the religion of Thelema, identifying himself as the prophet entrusted with guiding humanity into the Aeon of Horus in the early 20th century. God damn. He had some kids too. Nuit Ma Ahathor Hakat Sappho Jezebel Lilith Crowley. God damn, that's a mouthful. You got like 16 fucking names. Randall Gare Doherty and Lola Zaza Crowley. Uh, he was married to Rose Edith Kelly from 1903 to 1909, and then in 1929 he married Maria Teresa Sanchez. She's like, it's okay. I don't mind. He's kind of weird. But I think it was all
like some Latin tale.
Yeah. She was fat, but she really kept a good house.
She made tamales.
He's like, oh, I know you like my tamales, Alistair. He's like, they bring out the beast in me. Oh, what can I say, Maria Teresa? I love them. The Great Beast 666, Parabduro, Ankfnakonsu, the wickedest man in the world. I don't know.
The wickedest man in the world.
Yeah, I don't know about all that, but I thought he was with the origins of the Templo. I think it's Templo Ordo Seclorum of the sun.
Well, yeah, the Eye of Horus is the dollar bill, right?
Yes,
that's supposed to be the Eye of Horus on the dollar bill. So I guess you could go as far to say, is it all fucking
money is evil?
Yeah, the capital is based on satanic worship. You've seen all the pentagrams and the layouts of like DC. Have you seen those maps that they have?
The overlay when they overlay it, with the pentagram.
Yeah, and all these different symbols and shit.
Yeah,
it's pretty crazy. Crazy shit, man.
Aleister Crowley and Western esotericism. Iconoclast. You fucking gay ass. Papers and inventory of his papers at Syracuse University. What's that all about? Black magic. Black magician Aleister Crowley's early gay verse comes to light. Oh shit. Let's see what we got here. In 1898, the wickedest man in the world was feeling thoroughly sorry for himself. The occultist Aleister Crowley's first great love affair with fellow Cambridge undergraduate Herbert Jerome Pollitt was in ruins, and he took to poetry as his only solace. When my sick body in his love lies drowned, and he lies corpse-wise on me, nor will rise. Though my breath shudders, and my soul be dead, he wrote, and much, much more in a tiny notebook of unpublished manuscript poems, which has recently surfaced. His gay verse.
What, he had a gay love?
Yeah, I guess so. It says his bisexuality led to his expulsion from the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. That's what it was. Order of the Golden Dawn. Not Templar Order Seclorum, but the Order of the Golden Dawn. A society dedicated to arcane ritual and magic which flourished across Europe in the late 19th century, with celebrity followers including the poet W.B. Yeats, who detested Crowley. The great beast found his own cult inspired by ancient Egypt, founded his own cult inspired by ancient Egypt with torturous rituals including anal sex for different grades of initiates, and was later thrown out of Sicily.
Sounds like a gay fucking trap to me.
Oh, he was a thirst trap for gay guys.
Yeah.
But, including anal sex, torturous ritual. Man, if you're torturing the anus, I don't know what that's like anal rape. Says for different grades of initiates, and was later thrown out of Sicily by Mussolini for sexual depravity. He died penniless in a Hastings boarding house in 1947.
Who, Crowley?
Yeah. But in 1898, he was 22 and had fallen heavily for Pollitt, a fellow undergraduate at Trinity College, Cambridge, renowned in student circles as a theatrical female impersonator under the name Diane DeRougy. They met in October 1897. Broke up before Christmas. wrote yearning letters to one another over the holidays and became lovers on New Year's Eve. Jesus, how dramatic. They met in October and broke up before Christmas. God damn. I suppose in 1897 it's probably harder to keep those kinds of clandestine trysts alive, though.
Yeah, there was no grinder or anything.
No, only in their pants. Hey-o! And became lovers on New Year's Eve.
They're grinding with their hand, fucking reading the love letters and shit.
Dry grinding each other in the coat closet. An event recorded by Crowley has admitted to permanent office in the temple midnight December 31st, 1897. Admitted to permanent office in the temple. That's what he called getting it. A few months later, it was all over. Crowley would later write, Pollard was rather plain than otherwise. His face was made tragic by the terrible hunger of the eyes and the bitter sadness of the mouth. I'm sure after you got through with it, his mouth was bitterly sad.
It tasted like a fucking shit-covered dick.
Oh, damn. He possessed one physical beauty, his hair. His color was pale gold like spring sunshine and his texture of the finest gossamer. The relation between us was that ideal intimacy which the Greeks considered the greatest glory of manhood and the most precious prize of life. Holy Christmas Christ. Wow. The most precious prize of life and the greatest glory of manhood is to...
Yeah, trying to get a man pregnant.
Yeah. Well, those Greeks, you can't fault them for trying. They've been trying for thousands of years, still haven't gotten it to happen, but they still keep trying the same way. I don't know why. It's kind of weird. They must like it, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, good Lord. Hey, man, we didn't ask for any commentary out of the peanut gallery, buddy.
Oh, fuck. I forgot what I was going to say.
Fucking order the Golden Dawn in your shorts. Ouch. Him and the mark.
So, yeah.
Huh. So, anyway, alignments are a thing.
Back to Led Zeppelin and their gay beginnings.
You remember Dread Zeppelin? That band that was there for like a hot minute, so. And they did the mashups, like they would do almost like parodies of their shit, but use their riffs and shit. God, that was fucking weird.
Yeah, they were like Rastas or some shit.
Yeah.
Or black guys with dreadlocks.
Some lame shit.
I think they were black, weren't they?
Yeah. And so were their buttholes.
Oh!
Until Alistair got there and he's like, I'm gonna put the Golden Dawn in there, buddy. Let's do this. General Champ knows what it's all about.
Oh yeah, he's part of the Golden Dawn Order.
Templar Order Seclorum, man. He's like, come here, Biden. I can smell you in heat. Bitching out.
He pins him down. Gives him the corkscrew tickler.
Yeah. For trying to shove us into WW3 in order to secure the fucking New World Order by fucking with Ukraine and shit. Rothschild all fucking sending out missives to the British Parliament. Oh, I think we should go to war with Russia because we need the Ukraine.
I think it's a lot of fucking propaganda because think about it, all the news networks that fucking dish out the fake news are the ones telling these tales of horror, that fucking...
Oh, yeah, it's the worst thing in the world.
Russia is saying that it's fucking bullshit, that they're not doing these insidious attacks. It's fucking actually like false flag shit. So...
But in these days, you've got fucking satellite imagery and shit. Not that it can't be manipulated, I get it, of course. But it's a hell of a lot harder, I think, these days to get away with this kind of shit and just be like, no, we didn't do it. I mean, there's so many ways to track all this shit now. I mean, they'd have to.
Yeah, but who's tracking it? I mean, look at the chief and commander. You know what I'm
saying? The chief and commander.
I mean, the queef and fucking.
Oh Christ! Here comes Philander. I know. Yeah, oh God. But you're saying that
with his dog, he's philandering with his dog.
Yeah, he's stepping out on the wife with the dog and shit.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm not jumping the fence. Oh, I'm just going down in the basement. Like, God damn you. Meanwhile, Hunter's walking around with his.
I'm completely innocent. I won't be sniffing anybody.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Hunter's walking around with a fucking stiffy high on fucking crack and shit with kids around in the room. Like, what the fuck are you doing, man? Oh, it's okay. I'm a billionaire because I'm on the board of some. I'm a millionaire because I'm on the board of some fucking foreign energy thing. Like, okay.
Yeah, based in Ukraine.
But of course. It's still amazing that he was ever allowed to campaign and shit when they caught him on fucking video holding the Ukraine ransom for $1 billion, saying, "Hey, we're not going to give you this aid until you fucking stop the investigation. The lawyers stop investigating and shit."
Yeah, then they tried to make it look like Trump did it.
Yeah.
That's what that whole thing was. Remember?
Oh, it's okay. Everybody will believe that he did it. And a bunch of these punk asses went with it, man. I was like, fucking anybody.
Well, some people just repeat everything they fucking hear. That's the problem.
Well, yeah, because they got no fucking brains of their own and shit. They're like, I heard it on the CNN. Like, oh, good. Then it must be credible, or wherever. I don't give a fuck. Fox, any of that shit. It's all fucking bullshit. Oh, these people, they have our best interest at heart. Good to see. Good to see. Fucking cocksuckers.
Oh, cocksuckers.
Yeah, it's because that's what they're best at, it seems.
Yep, smoking the pole.
Yep, bitches. Beaches.
Yep, just went trapped in a man's body.
Fucking meat from a man's pants. Trapped in a man's body.
Is that an actual phrase?
Meat from a man's pants? Oh, when we lived in L.A., Nora worked with this... she who wishes to not be named worked with a guy who was a musician, like a pianist. And we went and saw him... like with a band one night. He had like a little band together to do some of his songs, and that was one of them. Meat from a Man's Pants.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was a joke. It was a humorous song. It was a joke song. I mean, Christ, could you imagine if that was written in earnest? Holy Christ, how uncomfortable. But yeah, no, it was funny. But yes, that's the only place I've ever heard it said was out of his mouth. So. That leads me to suspect him of all kinds of things now, looking back in retrospect. But hey, it's L.A., when in Rome, right?
Yeah, when in Athens.
Yeah, when in Athens, do as the Greeks do. Uh-oh. Like, boy, this was the wrong place to take that all-guys vacation fucking thing to, man. God, we just wanted to kick back and have a few drinks, and now we got to do what now?
Yeah, you end up at the fucking bathhouse and shit.
Like, look, hey, man, we can come hop in here. They got some hot tubs and shit. Like, uh-huh. Getting hot in the hot tub gets hotter.
Get a fucking free enema.
Ooh. Free. That's really relative, isn't it? I don't know. That sounds like it comes with a pretty high price, actually. Oof. Aye. That's fucking gnarly.
This world's insane, that's all I know.
It is pretty fucking insane. pergolesi stabat mater, quando corpus moriatur, and amen. Listen, pal. This is where things go off the rails and Aleister Crowley creeps up and all of a sudden he's wearing his mushroom hat. Come over here and I'll initiate you into the Order of the Golden Dawn. You have now been initiated and allowed into the secret offices of the Golden Dawn fucking orifice.
The Golden Schlong.
Oh, my golden prawn.
My golden prawn.
Do you like
my Mini-Prawn?
Yeah, do you like seafood? Got a mini.
My freshwater prawn.
Got a mini golden prawn for you.
Or my mud prawn.
Mud prawn. Oh shit. Well, might as well. It's going straight up the mud vein. Fucking down the highway, fucking ruts and all, man. Going.
You've been deveined. You get a fucking vasectomy.
Oh!
They just slice your cock open and rip out your fucking
mud vein.
Your vein. Yeah.
Like he's
your urethra.
They're like,
tear it out.
It has been deveined. Now we must eat. Gross. Son of a bitch.
Things they try to do to us, I tell you.
I know, man. It's fucking ridiculous. Why do they try this shit?
Especially women. You should get fixed.
Yeah. Snip it.
Oh, should I?
Give it the snip. Yeah. I'm not gonna be your fucking gelding, motherfucker. Fuck that shit. A gelded mare.
Right? Yes, dear. Whatever you want.
The gelded stallion.
You name it, I'll do it.
All for you. 'Cause it's what you want. Happy wife, happy life. Don't believe.
Maybe I do understand the Greeks a little better as I get older.
They just didn't want all that drama. They figured, well, you know, a stank stick is worth the lack of drama here. Fuck it.
Nah, fuck that.
Yeah, fuck that shit. If it comes down to that shit, I'll just fucking become a goddamn monk, a hermit. Fuck it.
Yeah, right.
They can all eat shit. I've had enough.
Rather live quietly in a fucking mountain somewhere.
Or loudly, fucking have time to fucking jam and record all the time and shit, and do stuff.
I'd sneak up on some wild sheep once in a while.
Yeah, you know, as long as you got a nice tall pair of boots, you can throw their back legs in it. It ain't no thing. They'll try to get away, but that's half the fun.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Start bucking and fucking flopping around.
Hooting and hollering and bucking and shit. You'd be like, oh yeah, better than what I remember. Oh shit.
They should make a Brokeback Part 3. Fucking the broken sheep.
Yeah, you're breaking its back. Fuck yeah.
The breaking spirit. What was that? Fucking
broke back in a broken crack.
Wasn't that Brokeback? They were out fucking like herding sheep around and shit.
I think I only saw it the one time, so I don't.
Weren't they like camping out, fucking, and then they fucking.
Yeah, always on the fucking up in the.
They got all hot and bothered by the sheep, and then went for each other or something.
Yeah. God, that's so disgustingly sweaty man love shit. It's just out of control.
You know, all musky with no showers for like weeks because they're camping.
So you know when they pulled down their shorts, it wasn't pleasant. Hello.
Oh.
Like, man, you could fucking put on a brand new pair of fucking boxer shorts, and by the end of the day, you're like, what, did I fucking slide down a mudslide? What the fuck happened here? So you can only imagine days out on the range.
They'll be washing their crack in the stream or something.
Yodel-hee-hoo, yodel-hee-hoo, yodel-hee-hoo. They'll be singing yodel-hee-hoo over each other's fucking siznacks.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yodeling.
Yeah.
Yodeling and chodling.
Oh, chodling. They'll be squealing from the feeling and yodeling from the chodling.
They'll be like, chodle-hee-hoo.
Chodle-hee-hoo, chodle-hee-hoo. And that's how all those early cowboy songs were made.
So anyways, back to the Zeppelin. Is there anything else we want to talk about tonight? About the mighty Led Zeppelin.
About the mighty LZ? I don't know, man. What can be said that hasn't been said 1,000 times in 1,000 different formats, really? I mean, if you've liked them at all, ever, you've probably had kind of a deep moment with them at some point, I imagine. I certainly have. Like that, man, I had this fucking awesome dream. It was that night that we were over at your house and drank that handle of fucking vodka. The next morning, before I got up with my hair plastered straight out to the side of my head and your mom laughing at me, I was having this fucking dream, man, because we were listening to it. I guess you kept flipping the tape or some shit. We were listening to, like, I think, like, T for One and all that kind of stuff, like that crazy British spin on the blues, where it gets all slow and kind of deep and kind of like smoky room feeling and shit, you know? And I was just having this dream where I was...
Do you have that song? Can you bring it up?
Fucking A. I think I got all of Zeppelin, man. Yeah, here, I'll tell the story in a second. I'll call this up first. It'll be better with it on. Led Zeppelin... I believe it was Presence. T for One. Yeah, man. And
sounds like he was getting deveined.
Ooh. He got deveined and it all slowed way
Working
down.
from 7 to 11 every night.
Yeah. But yeah, I was totally fucking... I was so hungover that it was like psychedelic. And I was dreaming and just wasted and dreaming. It was the following morning, and in my mind, I was like, we were both at the concert, and like we were sitting right next to the stage and shit, and we were so close that I could see like every movement that Jimmy Page's hands were making on the guitar and shit.
Oh yeah, wow.
Yeah, it was fucking awesome, man. It was like totally 70s, smoky as hell, you know, but like stage smoke, you know what I'm saying? Like they're doing it, you know, they're making the atmosphere with the smoke.
They're doing like some remote viewing shit.
I'm telling you, man, it was that fucking heavy though, but it was like I could smell the smoke machine because we were sitting so close up to the fucking front of the stage. I remember that shit. And like lights are coming shooting down through it, you know, like on Page over here and Plant over here, and you know Jonesy and fucking Bonzo were like just in the back doing their thing, and you know, in the dark, and but yeah, like all this like the solos and shit, man, it was just crazy.
Time moves so slow. I've been watching for the hands to move until I just can't look no more. I got 24 hours. Baby, sometimes it feels like a lifetime. It's slipping today. A minute seems like a lifetime. Baby, you're gonna feel this way.
He's getting all swigged out there, man.
Yeah.
I like this part. Like right in here. Like that shit. Like in my dream, it was almost like we were almost like in Madison Square Garden during that like Song Remains the Same shit. You know, when they just show you the close-ups of the hands and shit.
Yeah, I do remember that kind of in a subconscious way, like that, just sleeping and that music playing, like all
dude.
fucked up.
Yeah, man. No pressure to necessarily get up. I have to do anything. We were young and shit, just riding with it, and you could like go on these extended fucking like mental journeys and shit. Like you were saying, like remote viewing almost, you know, and projecting and shit. Just there with it, flowing. The music was the whole thing. It was totally soundtracking everything that was going on.
Yeah, there were quite a few times in that room where I remember this one night we tripped, dude. Fucking pretty heavy. The blue blotters, remember those?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was downstairs and like I was starting to come down off of it.
Uh-huh.
You know, like hours later, like 10 hours later, or 12 hours, you know, a long time later. And my buddy had you know, America, band, America.
Oh no. Yes.
Yeah, he was playing it, and like I went into this trip that he was like trying to convert me to Christianity.
Yeah, you're like, no.
Yeah, because they're like so happy and just like go lucky shit, and they're singing about Jesus, or I don't even know if they were, but like I was kind of like
they were fucking taking. They were taking. You
I started to reject it because I was just like,
like this shit sucks. Get it out of here.
Yeah, it was almost like being at church and them like forcing me to sing like, you know, church songs and shit. I started to feel like
they were trying to
what
take
is this?
They were trying to take you through the desert on a horse with no name, and it felt good to get out.
Yeah, and then I'd like kind of get into it for a minute, and then I'd be like, no.
Then you hear them go, "'Cause there ain't no one for to give," you know, and you're like, Jesus Christ, that's fucking awful songwriting. No,
yeah, those all like
these terrible
happy harmonies, all corny and shit.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, Yeah, but in that same room, in the same spot, dude, that you're talking about, on the futon, fucking like laying there, just like tripping out.
I'm telling you, man, that house was on some ley lines or something, man. There's some fucked up shit that went down in that house. But
yeah, that was Shane's old room. I mean, the amount of music made in that room was insane.
No doubt, man.
Listen to
it was already there. The vibe, it had been fucking soaked into the fucking walls and shit.
Yeah.
But like Sister Golden Hair, I can deal with on occasion because I like the interplay of the vocals over the you know, the medley of the vocals, or not medley, the melody over the chorus.
Yeah, I mean they're not bad, but I was just in this
they're terrible
state of mind where it just was. I wasn't into it, you know. It's just like,
I hear you. I've been in that.
Why are they doing this?
I've been in that same state of mind with it, where I'm just like, you know, I am too not into this moment right now, and I'm trying to be on another wavelength, and this insipid, happy, dippy shit is bringing, you know, is fucking with it. Oh yeah, man. I mean, I'll listen to Sister Golden Hair when I'm not under the influence of anything, and it's okay sometimes. But yeah, that Horse with No Name, fuck all that, fuck that shit, fuck that. No,
well, that one got overplayed for sure.
Oh, and it was so fucking
dumb.
Yes, and poorly written, and the lyrics suck. Anyway.
La 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 la. Yeah, I would have been much happier listening to some Zeppelin or something, you know what I'm saying?
Like this shit?
Yeah, I would have been rocking out to it instead of fucking hearing happy fucking harmonies and shit.
Instead of being annoyed by it. Oh. Royal Orleans seat now. Here's Royal Orleans. This song's actually a little dippy. Take care how you use it. Try to make it last on. So you can tell by presence that they've already exhausted all of their like with physical graffiti they exhausted all their
all their hooks are fucking
and even their outtakes and the less developed ideas and shit. They'd already kind of exhausted all that shit, man. They emptied it all out. And so here they are trying to fucking push it to the next kind of thing, you know? I mean, he's actually whipping "Oh Baby Baby" in there and shit. Or "Whoa Baby Baby." It's like, dude. But then you got something like this.
Oh shit.
But you know what? This is, I think, one of their most powerful moments that they ever put on record was in this tune.
Yeah, that almost blew the speaker.
Hell yeah, man. That almost did. It just about popped those fuckers. Let's see. Specifically, if we go to a moment like... Let's see. Let's find it.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It gets super intense.
Fuck yeah. You know where I'm going with this. It's one of the fucking... Oh!
Yeah, that's it. You know what that reminds me of?
Huh.
Driving around in Bob's Camaro with Corey.
Yeah.
And you.
Yeah.
And it's getting fucking high as fuck.
Roasty. Yeah.
And Bob just fucking cranking it up and shit, and fucking there's like a headbanger's ball and
yeah.
fucking
And looking back
in the IROC.
Yeah, looking back with his feathered hair, going, "Fuck yeah, man! Fuck yeah!"
Yeah, Bob's like, "Yeah,
fucking Zeppelin, man! Yeah!" And shit, and we're like, "Yeah, man! Shut up and crank that shit." Yeah, man, I think this is definitely one of the most fucking powerful things they ever fucking put down. I mean, it's got all the power of like when the levee breaks, except it's kind of going in a different direction.
Yeah, it's got a crazy backbeat.
Yeah.
It changes, the beat changes like midstream.
Yeah, it does that little shift right there, man. It goes,
wow. It's like it goes into an octane.
Yeah, heavily syncopated, super syncopated shit. You're just like, wow, what the fuck's going on here? And it just connects with this like primitive.
That shit makes me want to fucking jam, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it connects with this primitive thing that goes, fuck yeah, let's do this shit. Damn, dude.
What song is it? What's the name of it again?
In My Time of Dying.
Yeah, that's right.
Which is actually it's a borrowed.
I haven't heard that song in years, dude.
Yeah, dude, it's so fucking over the top, man. Look at that shit. It's so fucking badass that when they break back into this, it's almost a bit of a letdown because I just want to ride that fucking shit for another 5 minutes, man. Just that kicking ass shit. But yeah, man, this is definitely one of their highlight moments. And this
I mean that's the thing. It's like they got so many songs that are badass.
Oh,
it's like you only hear a handful of them, you know, usually.
Yeah, no shit. I mean, it's
like how often are you going to hear that being played on the radio?
Yeah, or some of that shit off of Presence, like aside from Achilles' Last Stand, which is mentioned more often. You don't even. I mean, would you be able to? If I said, "Hey, how about that jam Royal Orleans?" It would be like, I don't know. Yeah, it's probably pretty good. I mean, we've heard it. But it's not recognizable by name. It's not immediate. There's no immediate recall to it, or T for One, or Hot's On for Nowhere, or fucking all that shit. You're just like, you know, yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Their later stuff kind of gets short shrift because the early stuff was so fucking dominant. You know, and it's all just fucking nothing but jams the whole way through. I think the only, I mean, there's a couple of them in that are there that are kind of like, well, you know, Carasalambra, that dark slow part of it though is fucking formidable as shit, man. It is intense. But yeah, I mean, but you could sit there and fucking name off almost their entire catalog. I don't know. Is there a Led Zeppelin song where you're just like, man, fuck this, that you can think of off the top of your head?
There's one or two that kind of annoy me.
Yeah. Let's see. Trampled Underfoot. What's this all about? Oh shit. Like this one?
Yeah, it's a little obnoxious.
Yeah. It's a little...
It's just loud and
then, and the beat kind of pisses me off in a way. Boutique, boutique. Get the fuck out of here. But then you got the Rover, dude, like this. Actually, this one used to annoy me if I was feeling psychedelic. This one used to get under my skin a bit because of this, or because of that main little butthole riff that he does. This one. I'm like,
yeah, it's kind of wet, kind of pouty or something.
Yeah, James, you could have tried harder on that. But here's a badass tune. Oh fuck! Yeah. Fucking Custard Pie, dude. That's a fucking jam. I love that. I love that riff. Something about it.
Crank it.
That shuffle, man, that backbeat shit, dude, that's impossible to beat. You can't beat that shit. I mean,
that'd be a fun song to play.
Oh hell yes, for everybody. Yeah, for everybody involved, it would be just fun. You know that. And then, like you said, like with the Moog, that Moog synth in there. It's fucking badass, man. It's just. But I love shit that is syncopated like that. That shuffling. It's almost that shuffle backbeat shit. In My Time of Dying, same thing. It's like a shuffling backbeat that is just. It locks into something in my head, and I can't shake it. It's fucking just bad as fuck. God damn, man. Let's see. Led Zeppelin 4. See, everybody knows all this shit like a motherfucker. But here's one that everybody knows, but you don't hear very often either. This one right here. Oh yeah.
Walking in the park just the other day, baby.
Battery low.
Oh.
What do you think I saw? Crowds of people sitting on the grass with flowers in their heads said, "It went to us,
And you know how it is.
I really don't know
What time it was.
Science to me now, you stay a while.
That's a fucking jam. Again, man, to that fucking shuffling backbeat. Or this classic. Here's another one. Hit you over the head with this.
Hey, mama said the way you move gonna make you sweat, gonna make you groove.
This I think it's Black Dog, yeah. Is one of the most difficult, if not the most difficult, Led Zeppelin riff to master and actually get it correctly, because the drums are behind the beat. Like take a close listen to this again. When it kicks in. This shit is fucking tricky because Bonzo is playing behind. And it's awesome. And especially when it goes... But then it goes into that like... It doubles down. It starts over again. It's that's a crazy little thing. But I've been reading recently a bunch of little articles and shit about Led Zeppelin coming up, for some reason popping up all over the place. And they were saying that they were more like a progressive rock band, because they're so all over the place with what they did. And like the third album is just a lot of acoustic and stuff. It's like a whole step away from like rocker shit. It was, like Deep Purple wasn't doing that shit. And so they were like we were saying before, how they like to touch on British folklore and myths and all that shit. So they're bringing all these crazy elements in. In Prague rock was notorious for fucking dragons and fucking swords and flaming swords and shit and all this other stuff. So they were kind of leaning actually more progressive, but they were just so fucking badass. And you give that heavy blues influence, and yeah, man, fucking impressive shit, dude.
Yeah, I mean, can't deny it.
No.
You don't like Zeppelin, you're a fucking knucklehead.
Oh, then you ain't no friend of mine. No. Like whatever you want, that's cool. But yeah, it's hard to deny this shit. Or this classic.
Yeah, I've heard people say they don't like it, but then again, they probably haven't listened to a lot of it.
Well, that's the thing. If you only
ever taken the time to actually listen to it,
Yeah, and people who say that are automatically suspect in my mind in a way for some reason, but because it's like, I don't fault you for not, if you don't care for the band, you don't care. But this is one of those bands that is like, it's like Beatles and shit, Like, they did that classic Beatles versus the Stones shit. In my mind, there's no fucking comparison between those two at all. Are you fucking kidding?
No.
I mean, I know they were trying to make it...
The Stones are like fun time rock.
Yeah. Shit. And it's just kind of... Yeah, they're just wasted and shit. And you're just like, okay, cool. I mean, there are some great Stones songs. Don't get me wrong. Of course, we all know this. But by and large, that was just some fuckheads trying to be bluesmen and shit. I'm like, well, you're not black and you're not from the American South. You're just, tough.
I remember seeing this interview, and they asked Mick Jagger, and it was when he was younger,
When he had those moves, when he had those moves.
They asked him about the Beatles, and like the look on his face was just like disgust. Like you could see the jealousy but he tried to play it off like, oh, I don't really care for them.
Yeah, like they were just a bunch of poof and pomp and fucking.
Yeah, but you could just see like that he was extremely jealous, because he knew they were fucking way better, and just it annoyed him that he was asked that question, just like,
yeah, this again, fuck. He kept having to eat shit about it.
Yeah.
Sorry, pal, you're being outshined.
It's like, well, they're good and all, but
yeah. Because he's being outshined in his own time by a much superior force. I mean, they just fucking were, man. I mean, even inside the band itself, shit. McCartney was the powerhouse writer. John just brought a lot of attitude and shit, but McCartney was the motherfucker. And George Harrison too, I guess. Kind of like a dark horse, kind of quiet in the cut, but like, let me see something here, because there are some just fucking incredible pieces that he fucking put into the shit. Or like even the way like She Said starts out, dude, that's fucking intense as shit. Like he was a goddamn tone monster and shit. Let's see. She said, I know what it's like to be dead. Or here, I'll play you one of my all-time top Beatles. We're talking like top 3 of all their shit for me is this tune. And it features mostly like Lennon and shit, but or no, I think it's George Harrison. Oh. How they weave that the synth in there. I better cut it there because fucking they'll come nipping at our
That's
head.
like sleepy time music, man.
It is, and it's so.
It's like a lullaby or something.
Yes, almost like perfect lullaby. Like the tone of there's like a warbling in the synthesizer sound. As they hold the keys down, it like warbles and shit, almost like a tape warble. It's fucking amazing, and the acoustic that they use has that fret buzz on it and shit. It's not like these are like. It's purposefully made to feel slightly imperfect, and the imperfect pieces complement and balance each other. It's fucking amazing. But there's so much, to me, when I listen to this song, it has so much fucking visceral, kind of almost tangible, like the atmosphere of it is dripping off of that shit, man. And that bit of echo on the voice, I mean, or, slapback, I mean, it's like fucking perfect shit. It can't be fucked with. No Stones tune could fucking bump that out. I don't give a fuck. No way. And I mean, I like Bitch and stuff. I mean, those are all cool fucking tunes, but it ain't this. Keith Richards might be some sort of magical cockroach that can't die, but he was still at the most just
magical cockroach.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
He was still at most just copping old Black Guys blues riffs and shit, you know? While the rest of them, Zeppelin and the fucking Beatles and shit, they started off with that stuff, or like a heavy influence with that shit, but they kind of went beyond it at a certain point. You know, and Start Me Up, that's not what I would consider. That's what I would consider kind of going more mainstream or pop.
Yeah, that's just some rocker music.
Yeah, I like Hang Fire though. Hang fire, burn on the wall, baby. Do 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 do. I like that shit. Or Heartbreaker.
What's one?
More context clues are required, brother. They were always going do 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 because they fucking didn't. Yeah. They couldn't fucking come up with the words.
Doody doody doo doody doody doo.
I love that Stones tune. It's fucking brilliant. Doody doody doo.
Da da do.
I wanna be your da da do.
Your da da do. Oh my god. That was the most lame hippie shit ever. That was below Grateful Dead quality.
Yeah, sub. And if you're sub dead quality, dude, you just fucking fuck off. Leave the stage. And we were on that low grade shit that was just annoying. It wasn't getting us anywhere. It was just more strychnine headache.
Low grade music, low grade fucking doses.
Yeah, man. Strychnine doses. And
that was just low grade fucking entertainment altogether.
Yeah, that was a low grade experience. We got there.
Yeah, that was a low grade weekend for sure.
Got there in the Chevette and fucking buried in the mud immediately and shit. We should have known right then. Fuck this. We should have just fucking left.
Yeah, we should have known fucking after we saw a Skinny Puppy to fucking call it a night.
Yeah, you ain't gonna top that by going up and seeing Da Da Do. That's for sure. That tiny little butthole town with the cops that fucking never saw this many people, and fucking they're like, oh, they's all got drugs, fucking bust everybody. It was like insane and shit.
Right.
Well,
they're like, it's supposed to be like Woodstock.
Yeah.
Except Jimi Hendrix ain't gonna be there, that's for sure.
No, it was probably very much like Woodstock. Some little fucking podunk ass town was like, fucking kill these sons of bitches. Yeah, man. We get there in the middle of the night.
Except the entertainment didn't fucking match.
Oh, fuck no, man. Like, it wasn't even the beginning of a pimple on that lineup's ass. Fucking lame shit. We get there in the middle of the night. Little podunk cops are just fucking prowling around. We just watch them following everybody.
Yeah. Seeing like cherries in every direction. Like, oh, fuck.
Of course, all these people are showing up in fucking VW buses and shit. Like dumbass sellouts. Fucking ridiculous. We show up in a little tiny Chevette fucking with the Ren and Stimpy stickers on it and shit. What's up? But that's where we saw the shit-eating dog immediately.
First, it did inspire a great song.
Yeah. Yeah, man. First experience we had, we got out of the car that fucking just buried itself in mud, and then the first thing we saw was a dog with fucking used toilet paper in its mouth. Fucking Christ. We should have known, boy. They had nothing but red flags the whole way, and we kept going.
Right.
Yeah.
We just didn't know the stop.
Gluttons for punishment. Well, we'd been up all fucking night already. It was like, Jesus Christ, can we lay down for a minute? Oh, have this fucking brown acid shit. You know, I was like, oh, man. It's gonna be
brown acid.
Yeah. Might as well. Brown trip. Might as well have been.
It's got a poop fucking logo on it.
Yeah. As long as it's
like
not
a swirl of shit.
Yeah, as long as it's not the poop emoji, because I can't stand fucking seeing that anymore.
That's what I'm saying. They might as well have had one.
Yeah, because it was so fucking shank and low grade.
Yeah, it was shitty fucking shit.
And then that fucking asshole kept falling into the dude with the nitrous tank's trunk and shit. He's like, "Ugh!" He gets so fucking high on those stupid ass.
Take a big rip off the balloon and fall in.
Those stupid ass crackers and shit, and they're fucking falling right in the trunk and shit. They're like, "You gotta get out of here, man." I'm like, this guy's a fucking idiot.
I remember Petrowski. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
What are you doing? God, I remember.
What are you doing?
I remember that.
What are you doing?
I remember that shit. Like, you commented on that for a very long time afterward, man. You're like, can you believe this shit? And then it just became a funny thing to say. What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm like walking around. I'm like, what's it? Where are you? Or how are you doing? It's like, I don't know.
Yeah, what's the question? Fucking.
What are you doing?
Yeah, please clarify this question, motherfucker. It sounds like you're trying to ask me two things at once.
Like, I know I'm tripping out, but something's off. Fuck.
Yeah. Oh, God. Then old Pig Eyes was there and all his purple suede splendor and shit.
Yeah, he was fucking dressed to the fucking
dude
to the nines on that fucking deal.
Mr. Purple Pied Piper and shit. I'm like, how fucking gay are you? God damn.
like fucking Willy Wonka, fucking thinking his hot
dude.
shit. Fucking.
He's like, here, I'm gonna give you some of the fucking fizzy lifting juice, and I'm gonna fucking try and sit you on my fucking knob. I ain't kidding, man. I was looking at him like, you are a fuckstick who I don't want to know anymore. I just don't want to know you any longer, you.
Right, it would have been fun if, like, the ATF had fucking jumped the fence and, like, beat him down with some nightsticks or something.
Beating his purple pie man ass all over the fucking field and shit. Boom! Slamming him. Like, this asshole's so fucking queer, we gotta beat his ass fucking twice. Everybody gets fucking 2 free shots on this piece of shit. Oh, fucking idiot.
His eyes all wild. He's fucking darting around and shit.
Yeah, flat bottoms and curved tops. His eyeballs had a wicked shape. Fuck that cocksucker. Remember that time we were over at his house? Remember that time we were over at his fucking apartment and fucking where he was gonna buy some of that shitty herb, and then fucking Tom piped up and started fucking talking total shit about the weed. Just looking at him like, you fucking dumb motherfucker, shut your fucking pie hole, idiot. Like, yeah, well, you know, I'm like, yeah, you're so baked right now that you're just piping up on something that has nothing to do with you, asshole. Mouth of the South. Shut the fucking hell up. Oh my God. God, I'm telling you, that was some fucking lame shit. Oh my God.
Doing a 6-foot fucking bong.
Yeah.
Smoking that shit.
The PVC fucking piece of shit with the
Tom fucking shitting out his mouth when we left.
Yeah. It's like, man, what did you fucking eat a turd while you were fucking you were talking shit, all right? It smells like it, motherfucker. Your mouth smells like your fucking asshole. There'd be no distinguishing between the two at all. Fucking ridiculous piece of shit. Fucking
being subjected to fucking Grateful Dead and shit for fucking hours.
Yeah, fucking sellout. That dippy shit took over. Because he loved Bob Marley. Like, originally when we were younger and shit, like when I first met him and stuff, we were all about, like, Bob Marley and shit forever. And then he fucking, as you know, well, even when you met him, he was still Bob Marley and out and shit like a motherfucker. And then all of a sudden he went to that fucking bullshit music.
Yeah, there's listening to, like, Fish and fucking Grateful Dead all the time.
Then he started going on tour with them or fucking following around like an asshole.
Yeah.
You are weak as fuck.
Got half retarded along the
way. Lost his fucking mind when he started hanging out with his fucking troll sister. She was a fucking troll, man. Last time I saw her, she looked like she should just live under the fucking bridge. I ain't kidding, man. It was scary. She had a feral look in her fucking eyes and on her face and shit. I was like, People like you moving out here. I'm like, you're from further east than me, you dumb twat.
Right? Like she'd gotten so far away.
Yeah. You're only in fucking Sycamore or DeKalb or whatever, you dumb shithead.
Like she's out on the west coast somewhere in the Humboldt County.
Yeah. Why are you Midwesterners fucking coming moving out here? Like, what? We're still there. We're still there, you stupid shit. Maybe if you weren't the fucking the lunatic bitch in the neighborhood with the kids who fucking climb up in the trees and shit all damn day. They don't want to come down and be next to your stinky fucking patchouli smelling ass. You fucking gross pig. And she was a fucking butt rocker and shit, man, with the fucking hairspray and all this shit. You're like, yeah, white snake and all this fucking gay shit. And all of a sudden she was like the most hippie fucking piece of shit you ever saw. Like, I'm sure she had a...
Right?
I'm sure she had a...
180?
Yeah. I'm sure completely hirsute and fucking probably stank like ass.
Yeah, she had like that Charvel back in the day.
Yeah, man. Total butt rock shit.
That little white...
Yeah,
fucking
little
pearly white butt rocking guitar and
yes.
fucking all like Poison posters on the wall and shit.
Totally, man. Docking and Poison and all that fucking gay shit.
Yeah, like neon green and shit, pink.
Pink and neon green. Totally.
Yeah, and then go from that to full on like, yo man, what's up, dude?
Hey, bro. Peace, bro. Kind bud, brother. Yeah.
And go from like a cokehead to a fucking complete stoner, acid tripper.
Yeah, like heavy, like even into the like crafts and wares and shit to make to sell at these all these kinds of dumbass gatherings and the tiniest little butthole like festivals and shit. Like, listen.
Yeah, the Butthole Fest.
Yeah, the Butthole Fest is nothing to write home about there, sister. Fucking, take it easy. Nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah, Scarecrow days. Yeah.
Yeah, and she was it. Fucking pulled down.
She wins the contest. She's like, what?
Yeah, because she pulled down.
I didn't make a scarecrow.
Well, because she pulled down her pants and her whole ass crack was nothing but straw and hay in it. Trish trash. Fucking get the fuck out. Take a fucking hike, you ape. They had that fucking insane boyfriend.
We're going into the hate cast. It's all good fun, people.
Oh, laugh track. Fuck that, laugh track. Laugh track. Fuck you. The hate cast.
Hey, when you get friends like ours, who needs enemies, right?
I'm telling you, and who needs to fucking have to... The shit writes itself. It sounds like we're hating on them. No, we're just recounting reality here, fucking folks. So, fucking... If you knew these motherfuckers, you would know what the fuck we're talking about. This bitch had a fucked up meth head boyfriend and fucking would sell all his fucking equipment for goddamn pennies on the dollar like an idiot when he was high and then come back begging for it when he fucking, oh man, fuck off, dick. And then he ended up taking a fucking petrified log and fucking trying to cave some dude's head in and shit and paralyze some guy as he ran off down south to be with his mother that he fucking apparently had sex with. So you fucking tell me. And it sounds made up, but it ain't.
It's a true story.
Yeah, true story. Yeah, man. This isn't made up.
You can make some stupid fucking movie about it.
Oh my god, it would probably be a fucking smash, too. People would be like, this is so fucked up.
Especially nowadays, people think those intriguing.
They'd be like, this is so fucked up, it can't be real. But yet... Truth is stranger than fiction, motherfucker. Never doubt that shit. Yeah, man. So
he's fucking his mom.
Yeah, he's down south fucking his mom below the Mason-Dixon line after he tried to fucking cave some dude's head in. Fucking with a petrified log and shit, man. That's fucked up.
Where do you even find petrified logs?
I don't know, but I think he just reached down and they were in a forest and shit. I guess he just reached down and picked up the first thing he fucking had and it was like a petrified branch. Cranking this dude over his fucking head and paralyzed him for life.
Mhm.
What in the fuckle? We just got discombobulated. You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Yo, what happened?
What happened, Dr. Jow? What, did you lean on that fucking phone too hard?
I don't know. They cut us off again.
Well, that's because they fucking heard it coming because we were gonna round the bases to fucking do a Joe Biden rap, but we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that tonight. We're not gonna do that tonight. We're already at 85 minutes, man. Rhea? Well, my friend, are you ready to call it? It's about 85 minutes.
Yeah.
All right, let's roll this part, and that'll roll us directly into the next part, which is the saying of the goodbyes. Here it comes. Oh, son of a bitch. My speaker died. So all we're really gonna, man, I am getting some serious feedback off of you. All we're gonna do is say, good night, folks. We appreciate you being here and joining us for this lovely spirited discussion about, well, a lot about Led Zeppelin, really, which was cool. We do love their music, so it's some of the best shit ever. You know, it's one of those bands that after you've listened to them for 15 or 20 years straight, you kind of take a little break from them, and then when you come back and reunite with them, it's just fucking glorious. I'm still holding off on the Clash. I listened to them for so much for so long. I'm just like, God damn. But now I'm kind of getting nostalgic about it, and I want to revisit some of the Clash stuff because some of that shit is just fucking bad to the bone.
Oh yeah, there's so much good music that we can cover.
And then, you know,
we can make podcasts forever, ever.
I'm telling you. I mean, I think it's probably happened once or twice already in other formats, but on other shows. But yeah.
Oh, who gives a fuck? They didn't write the shit.
Well, and they don't make it fucking funny either. They just kind of talk their shit and move on. But like Smith, or like even like the Smiths, I mean, there's just some fucking brilliant music in there. Johnny Marr is a goddamn genius, but you know, we could probably go off forever and a day just about old Moses' fucking vocal approach alone. How.
All right, man. Next time.
Cool. Well, do you have anything you want to say on the way out, dude?
Yeah, go check out some Zeppelin, just for fun.
Fuck yeah. And then while you're at it, do a Beatles Stones comparison for yourself and see what you think.
And turn it up really loud on your Pioneer frickin' speakers.
Speakers, your tower speakers and shit.
Yeah, or drive around your car with your Pioneer.
And if anybody complains about it, you know they're not one of us. They're not in the inner circle.
Take the T-tops off so everybody can hear it.
Oh yeah. And then you fucking put your alligator clip with the feather with a piece of suede string and a fucking feather on it and shit while you smoke your doobies and shit.
Yep.
And you look around and go, "Fuck yeah, man, Zeppelin, yeah!" And that's how you rock that shit. All right. Well, thanks everybody, and we will catch you next time. Thanks for tuning in, turning on, and dropping out, and dropping in. So don't be a dickhead. Go out in this world and be good. You know what we mean. And fuck the fucking Bidenologists. Later.